Hello, my name's Sheila, and I'm a wellness instructor with Community Care Peterborough. Thank you so much for joining me today as I show you the exercises from our brochure. Good for you, simple exercises to do at home. So I'll be showing you about 8 standing exercises that you can do with the support of a chair, or you can use a kitchen countertop or even a table for support. So let's start by standing behind our chairs, and we want our knees and our feet to be about hip width apart. So a little measurement tool I like to use is to make 2 fists and place them between my knees, and that gives me a good gauge of how far apart my knees and my feet should be. So let's start by holding on to the back of our chair with both hands as we move into some heel raises. So we have a tiny little bend in our knee as we raise our heels up and then lower down, up and lower down. So I'm going to be doing about 10 repetitions of each exercise today. If you're new to these types of exercises, 10 may be too many for you. So please take a little rest and then join me again when you can. If you've been doing exercises for a while, you might like to add more repetitions on. So you can press pause in the video and then play again when you're ready to start. But if you have sore feet at all, you might like to do just a little heel raise. And if you feel ready to stretch and strengthen farther, you can come right up on your toes and then slowly lower your heels down. So do what feels best for you today. And we'll try 2 more. And lower your heels down. Now we're going to do squats with the support of a chair or your countertop. So let's move back a little bit so your arms are straighter, still holding on. Check that your knees and your feet are in alignment. So we don't want our knees together or our toes out in duck feet. We want everything straight ahead as much as possible. We're going to bend into our knees and lower our buttocks down, holding onto a chair. Then press up through your feet. We lower down and we want to make sure our knees are still tracking over top of our toes as much as possible. And we want this to be a slow, steady movement. And we can send our buttock a little bit to the back, so it's like we're going to sit on a chair or a stool that we can't quite reach. So this exercise, as you'll be feeling, is really good for our feet, ankles, legs, buttocks. So once again, if you're getting tired, please take a little break and then join me again as you feel ready. And let's do 1 more. Now I'm going to be taking sips of water as we move through these exercises, and I invite you to do the same. Now we're going to turn sideways, and we're holding onto the chair with one hand. The leg closest to the chair is where you would like to shift your weight to, and we're going to do leg raises to the side. So we want to keep a little bend in our standing leg, press through the heel of the foot that's coming out to the side, and we want to keep our upper body still. So we don't want to be moving our upper body as we move our leg. And one way to do that is to really bring our belly button towards our spine. And we'll do 2 more on this side. Then you can switch around and hold your chair with the other hand, or you can hold on to the back of your chair and shift your weight to the left side as we bring our right leg out to the side. So a really good strengthener and stretcher for our hips and our buttocks, and also the inside of our legs. Good, and we'll do 2 more on this side. And then bring your feet together. Now, standing at the back of your chair, we're going to do leg lifts to the back. So bend into both knees a little bit, shift your weight over to the right side, and bring your left leg behind you. So you'll feel the work in your buttock and your upper leg here. We really want to bring our belly button towards our spine, and we don't want to be leaning into it. So our lift to the back might be small, which is just fine. You'll be using the muscles that this exercise was intended for. Okay, and we'll do 2 more. Bring our feet together. A couple of little soft knee bends, so that just helps relax the muscles in our hips a little bit. Good. All right, now we'll shift our weight onto the left side. Really press down through your left leg. Knees a little bit bent. And we bring our right leg to the back. Now your toes can be pointed straight down, or they can be pointed out to the side a little bit. But as much as possible, we want to bring our legs straight behind us in a straight line rather than out to the side. Now, when I said I'd be doing 10 repetitions, that's just an approximation because I get talking, and if I'm talking and doing the exercises at the same time, I sometimes lose count. So let's do 2 more. Good. And then bring your feet together and do soft little knee bend again. Now let's have some more water. And turn sideways again, and we're going to do some gentle knee kicks in front. So let's have our weight on our left leg, bring up your right leg, and slowly and gently bring your heel out in front. So heel presses as your toes move back towards your shin a little bit. We want to be kind to our knee joint. So we want to be moving slowly here, not jerking our knee, slow, steady movement. And 2 more. Good, and then lower down. Now, if you wish, you can turn the other way. I'm going to keep going the same way so you can see me on the video. So this time the weight's going to be in my right leg. The left leg comes up and slowly kick out in front. So our knee basically stays steady, and it's from our knee down to our ankle that's really moving. So gentle press through your heel. Gently bring your toes towards your shins. So this is really good for strengthening the muscles that support our knees. And we'll do 1 more. And lower down. Then we will face the back of our chair again. And we're going to do a different type of kick. So let's put our weight into our right side, and we're bending up our left knee. And we want our knees to stay side by side. Okay, so our knees not coming to the back. Our knees are trying to stay side by side. And lower down. So gentle press through the heel. Toes are down towards the floor. And we're moving with control here. So we want a 90-degree angle. We're not trying to kick ourselves in the butt. Do 2 more. Good. Place your foot down. Shift your weight to the left side. Bend from your right knee. Check your knee that your knees are side by side. Lower your leg down and then up. So again, our knees are pretty steady here. And it's really the lower leg that's moving slowly and deliberately. So you can do these exercises at least once a day. And you're also good idea to do them before you go, say, out walking or gardening, just to help everything stay limber. Good, and lower your foot down. Let's have another sip of water. Our last two exercises are for balance. So stand sideways on your chair, or you can be holding your countertop here. We'll shift our weight into the left side and bring our right knee up. Belly button towards spine. We want to zip up tall. Find a place that's not moving. So you might be looking straight ahead at the wall, or about 9 feet in front of you, 3 meters. We don't want to be looking down at our leg. So find a place that you can focus on. We're holding on to our chair. Then if you feel steady, you can come onto a couple of fingertips. Or with practice, you may be able to hover your hand around the chair so that if you do get really wobbly, you can grab onto the chair. It's right there for you. Okay, and lower down. So balance does take practice, and it's really important that we do practice it so that we are able to keep our balance when we're walking, going upstairs, moving in and out of a car, perhaps stepping up into a bathtub or into a shower. So balance is really, really important, and it can improve with practice. So let's shift our weight to the other side now. So for me, I'm having my weight on my right leg as I bring my left one up. Find the place that you're going to focus. Keep breathing. And it's okay if you're wobbly a little bit. That's your balance system working for you. Good. And then lower down. So over time, you can hold that for longer. So the next balancing exercise we're going to do is called tightrope. So you can imagine that you're walking on a tightrope. So we'll have our weight on our right leg, bring our left foot up, and place our heel right in front of our right toes. Then lower our left foot down. Find your place you're going to focus on. So this is really tricky because we have a very narrow base of support. So you might feel a little bit wobbly here. So if you do, make sure you're holding onto your chair and that you're breathing. Sometimes when we're working hard, we tend to hold our breath. Try and breathe and relax your shoulders. Good. And then bring the left foot beside the right. Okay. Now we'll have our weight on our left foot. Bring our right foot right in front, so our heel is immediately in front of our right toes. Plant your right foot fully on the floor. You can keep your knees a little bit bent here. And focus. So we're counting to about 10 today. So let's say that's 6 steamboats, 7 steamboats, 8 steamboats, 9 steamboats, 10 steamboats, and then step back. So over time, you can add more time in to doing those balancing exercises. And in the brochure, we have a variety of different options for you as your balance improves. So that's the end of our standing sequence. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you don't have a copy of the brochure that describes and shows you how to do the exercises, please contact your local Community Care Peterborough office, and they'll be happy to send you one. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day and stay physically active. Bye for now.